How shocked would you be if I told you that in 2025 you could buy a home in Europe for less than the price of a second-hand car? That's not a fantasy. It's happening right now. Across the continent, there are hidden pockets where you can scoop up beautiful apartments, countryside cottages, or even coastal villas for under €80,000. And no, these aren't rundown ruins in forgotten towns. We're talking about thriving markets in countries with booming tourism, rich culture, and rising property values. But here's the kicker. Most people have no idea these places exist. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 European countries where you can buy a home for under €80,000. From the Baltic states to the Balkans, we're unlocking the best-kept secrets of Europe's real estate market, where opportunity meets affordability. If you've ever dreamed of owning property in Europe, whether for retirement, rental income, or relocation, you can't afford to miss this list. Grab your notepad because some of these deals are so unbelievable, they might not last long. Welcome to the Globe Realty, your passport to the smartest property buys on the planet. Now, let's dive in. Number 10. Poland. Let's kick off our countdown in a place you probably didn't expect, Poland. A country rich in history, resilient in spirit, and quietly becoming one of Europe's most undervalued real estate gems. Here's a serious question. Would you ever consider buying a home in an EU country with Schengen access for under €80,000? Most people wouldn't think of Poland first, but maybe that's exactly why you should. In vibrant cities like Lublin, Białystok, and Łódź, property prices average just around €1,800 per square meter in urban areas, and even lower, around €1,000 per square meter in rural zones. That means a cozy apartment, a charming old townhouse, or even a fixer-upper with land can be yours for less than what some pay for a new car. But Poland isn't just about low prices. It's strategically located, with a growing tech sector, modern infrastructure, and a stable, investor-friendly government. In fact, many young professionals and digital nomads are already migrating here for its low cost of living and high quality of life. And here's the twist. Rental demand is rising, especially in university cities. So, whether you're thinking of relocating, renting, or just holding for long-term equity growth, Poland checks all the boxes. So I may ask you, are you looking for ROI in a stable, low-risk market without the Western European price tag? Then Poland might just be your golden gateway into European real estate. Let's keep this momentum going. The next country on our list offers sun, mountains, and homes under €70,000. Stick around. You won't believe number 9. Number 9, Slovakia. Now let's move just a little west, into the heart of Central Europe, where a hidden jewel awaits savvy investors. Slovakia. You may have heard about Slovakia as a quaint mountain-filled country nestled between Austria, Hungary, and the Czech Republic. But what you might not know is that this small EU nation is quietly becoming a hotspot for budget-friendly real estate opportunities. Let's break it down. In 2025, the average property price in Slovakian cities is about €2,200 per square meter. But if you look outside the city limits, think charming villages or up-and-coming towns like Prešov or Žilina, you'll find prices hovering around €1,200 per square meter, or even less. That means, for under €80,000 you can secure a modern apartment, a rustic home, or a piece of land with serious development potential. But what makes Slovakia truly attractive isn't just the price, it's the stability and trajectory. Slovakia's economy is powered by automotive giants like Volkswagen, Kia, and Jaguar Land Rover, making it one of the top car manufacturers per capita in the world. Infrastructure has improved rapidly, with EU-funded developments and an expanding rail and highway system. And thanks to its Eurozone status, you don't have to worry about currency fluctuation if you're investing from within Europe. Looking to rent it out? Cities like Bratislava and Košice have growing student populations, tech startups, and expat communities fueling steady demand for housing. Here's the real question. Would you rather compete in saturated markets like Berlin or Barcelona, or get ahead of the curve in a country that's still affordable, yet economically thriving? Slovakia might not scream opportunity at first glance, but for the smart investor, it speaks volumes. And guess what? Next on our list is a coastal country where prices are so low, you'll think it's a typo. Stay with us. Number 8 is a stunner. Number 8. Latvia. Let's slow things down for a moment and take you to the Baltic coast, where cobblestone streets meet the breeze of the Baltic Sea, and where your dream of owning a European home might just become reality. Welcome to Latvia. Now, most people think of Western Europe when they imagine buying a home. But Latvia? It's the kind of place that sneaks up on you, quietly beautiful, remarkably affordable, and brimming with untapped opportunity. Here's the scoop. In 2025, city properties in Latvia average around €1,600 per square meter, while rural homes in smaller towns offer prices closer to €800 per square meter. That's under €50,000 for a modest apartment, or even a countryside home with character. But numbers alone don't capture Latvia's charm. Picture yourself living in Liepāja, a coastal town with music festivals, white sand beaches, and an artistic soul. Or Sēsis, where medieval castles and forests surround you like a fairy tale. And in Riga, the capital, you'll find stunning Art Nouveau architecture, bustling cafes, and a growing digital nomad scene. Latvia is also pro-landlord. The rental laws here favor owners, and with rising tourism and remote work trends, short-term rentals and student housing are becoming profitable niches. Ask yourself this: would you rather chase crowded markets or own a piece of the Baltics before the world catches on? Latvia is still flying under the radar, but not for long. And the best part? There's even more value waiting as we head south. Coming up next, a country where mountain escapes and seaside homes go for less than €60,000. You don't want to miss number 7. Number 7. Bulgaria. Let's get straight to it. Bulgaria is, without question, one of the best real estate deals left in the European Union. Why? Because while the rest of Europe chases inflated markets, Bulgaria quietly offers beachfront apartments, ski resort villas, and rural homes for under €80,000. In fact, in some towns, that budget could even buy you two. Here are the numbers for 2025. Average price per square meter in cities like Sofia or Plovdiv, just €1,200. In rural or seaside areas like Veliko Tarnovo or Burgas, as low as €600. But Bulgaria's appeal isn't just in its affordability. This is a country with EU membership, low property taxes, and virtually no restrictions on foreign ownership. Whether you're investing, relocating, or retiring, Bulgaria offers freedom at a fraction of the cost. Let's talk lifestyle. Ski in Bansko in the winter. Relax along the Black Sea coast in the summer. Enjoy farm-fresh food, rich history, and a calm, community-oriented culture all year round. And if you're thinking about income, rental yields in tourist cities like Varna, Sofia, and Sunny Beach are climbing thanks to increasing international interest and a steady stream of expats and digital nomads. Bulgaria may not be flashy, but it's dependable, versatile, and growing. So let me ask you, if you could own an EU home with beach access, mountain views, or city convenience, all under €80,000, why wouldn't you? Bulgaria is no longer a secret. It's a smart move. And as we move forward, the deals only get deeper. Coming up at number 6 is a country still rebuilding, still raw, but packed with potential. You'll want to hear this. Number 6, Bosnia and Herzegovina. What if you could invest in a place that's rich in beauty, steeped in history, and yet almost untouched by modern real estate speculation? Welcome to Bosnia and Herzegovina, a country where €80,000 doesn't just buy you a house. It buys you an opportunity to be part of a quiet transformation. Let's talk numbers first. In urban centers like Sarajevo and Mostar, property averages around €1,000 per square meter. In the serene countryside, just €600 per square meter, with entire stone homes selling for under €40,000. But this isn't just about affordability, it's about timing. Bosnia is still outside the EU, which means lower competition, fewer regulations, and very low entry barriers for foreign buyers. But as EU integration discussions continue and infrastructure projects roll in, early investors are positioning themselves for long-term appreciation. And let's not overlook the setting. Have you seen Mostar's iconic Stari Most Bridge arching over turquoise waters? Or walked through Sarajevo's old town, where mosques, churches, and synagogues sit side by side? This country is a living mosaic of cultures, where East meets West in the most poetic way. Bosnia is quietly becoming a hotspot for ecotourism, digital nomads, and adventure seekers. Think guest houses in mountain villages, Airbnb rentals near national parks, or holiday homes overlooking rivers and canyons. And it's all still wildly underpriced. So here's a question for you. Would you rather follow the crowd or stake your claim in a place that's still raw, still real, and full of potential? Bosnia isn't just a real estate market, it's a story waiting to be written. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be one of the first to tell it. Next up, a country blending medieval towns with modern tech. Number 5 is on the rise. Stay tuned. Before we dive into the top 5, let me ask you, which of these countries has surprised you the most so far? Is it Poland's stability, Bulgaria's beachfront bargains, or Bosnia's hidden charm? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear which one you'd consider calling home or investing in. And hey, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the Globe Realty for more international real estate insights every single week. We've still got 5 incredible countries to go, and trust me, the best is yet to come. Let's jump back in. Number 5, Romania. Think Europe is too expensive to buy into in 2025? Then you haven't looked at Romania. This is a country where you can still buy a house with a yard, mountain views, and historic charm for under €60,000. Yes, you heard that right. Let's break it down. Average property price in Romanian cities, €1,400 per square meter. In rural towns and villages, just around €700 per square meter, and in some regions, even less. But Romania isn't just a low-cost deal. It's a country on the move. In the past 5 years, cities like Cluj-Napoca, Iași, and Brașov have transformed into Eastern Europe's tech and innovation hubs. With booming startup scenes and strong university populations, Romania is now one of the fastest-growing economies in the EU. Yet just an hour outside these bustling cities, you'll find villages with century-old stone homes, rolling green hills, and homes that sell for €20,000 to €40,000. Many of these are perfect for restoration projects, boutique guest houses, or vacation retreats. But here's what really makes Romania shine. It's the lifestyle. From Transylvanian castles to the Carpathian Mountains, from the Danube Delta to Sibiu's medieval squares, Romania offers diversity, beauty, and affordability in a way few European countries still do. And yes, foreigners can own property here outright, with no restrictions, low taxes, and a growing rental demand, especially in tourist regions. So here's the question. Are you ready to invest in a country that blends old-world charm with cutting-edge innovation and still lets you buy a home for under €80,000? Romania is the sweet spot between past and future, and it's waiting for you to claim your piece. Now buckle up, because number 4 is a rising Mediterranean paradise that's heating up fast and still crazy cheap. Number 4, Albania. Now let's take a sharp turn south, towards the turquoise waters of the Ionian Sea, where prices are still a whisper compared to Italy or Greece. Welcome to Albania, the last truly affordable Mediterranean country. Let me paint the scene. Picture yourself sipping espresso on a sunny terrace in Saranda, overlooking the sea. Just across the water, the Greek island of Corfu. But on this side of the coast, you're paying a quarter of the price, and still getting the same Mediterranean breeze. Average property price in cities like Tirana or Durrës, around €1,100 per square meter. In small towns and rural gems, as low as €500 per square meter. Yes, homes under $50,000 still exist here, and some even come with sea views. But Albania is more than just cheap beachfront. It's a country in transition. Tourism is booming, infrastructure is rapidly improving, and the government is rolling out investor-friendly policies that make it easier than ever to buy, renovate, and even rent to short-term visitors. Expats, remote workers, and retirees are already catching on. In fact, digital nomads are calling it the next Croatia, only more affordable and less crowded. And with plans to join the EU in the pipeline, those buying now are getting in ahead of the curve. So here's the €1,000,000 question. What would you do with a coastal home in Europe for under €80,000? Rent it out, retire in peace, escape the chaos of city life? Whatever your dream is, Albania is the kind of place where you can still afford to make it real. And now, let's jet off to country number 3, a non-EU sleeper pick with serious upside and the soul of the Balkans. You don't want to miss it. Number 3, Serbia. Let's be honest, Serbia isn't on most people's radar when it comes to buying a home in Europe. But here's the twist. Maybe that's exactly why it should be. Welcome to Serbia, a country with no EU red tape, ultra-low property prices, and an electric capital city that's quietly climbing the charts among Europe's coolest spots to live, rent, or invest. Let's hit the numbers. In Belgrade, Serbia's capital, you'll pay around 1,300 euros per square meter. Head outside to towns like Niš, Novi Sad, or Subotica, and prices drop to about 500 euro per square meter. That means your 80,000 euro budget could stretch to cover a city apartment and a rural retreat. No joke. But Serbia's value runs deeper than low prices. This is a country with a rising tech industry, a growing expat community, and some of the highest rental yields in the Balkans. Young entrepreneurs are setting up co-working cafes in Belgrade, Airbnb listings are booming during summer festivals, and investors are quietly moving in before prices explode. What makes Serbia even more appealing? No restrictions on foreign ownership, low taxes, strong rental demand from students, tourists, and remote workers. And the culture? Unfiltered, raw, and refreshingly real. From Belgrade's nightlife to the Danube River views in Novi Sad, Serbia delivers a blend of edge, tradition, and untapped potential. So here's a real question. Would you bet on a country that's not overhyped, but overdue for its breakout moment? Serbia isn't waiting for permission. It's creating its own path, and you can still buy in while it's affordable. Coming up next, a land of lakes, history, and almost surreal affordability. Number 2 is a well-kept secret. Stay close. Number 2, North Macedonia. Let's slow the pace just a bit and wander into a land where time seems to pause, the air smells of mountain herbs, and homes rest beside shimmering lakes. Welcome to North Macedonia, Europe's best-kept real estate secret. The average property price in cities like Skopje hovers around 1,000 euro per square meter. In smaller towns or rural areas near Lake Ohrid or Bitola, just 400 euro per square meter. Yes, you can still buy a home here for under 40,000 euro. But this isn't just about cost, it's about caliber of life. North Macedonia offers something most buyers overlook in their rush to the big-name markets: peace. Imagine waking up by the shores of Lake Ohrid, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with centuries-old monasteries on the cliffs and cafes spilling into the cobbled lanes. Or imagine owning a stone-built village house in the Pelagonia Valley, where wine flows as freely as the hospitality. And yet, few investors are paying attention. Foreigners can buy property freely, and while the country is not yet part of the EU, it has political stability, low taxes, and growing tourism numbers every year. That means now is the time to get in, before prices adjust to reflect its rising profile. So let me ask you this: if you could own a lakeside retreat or vineyard view cottage for less than the cost of a luxury vacation, would you take that chance? North Macedonia is the kind of place you don't just invest in, you fall in love with it. And now, we've reached the moment you've been waiting for. The #1 cheapest country in Europe to buy a home in 2025, where prices are shockingly low, and the upside even lower than the asking price. Let's head there now. Number 1, Moldova. Here it is, the undisputed heavyweight champion of affordability in Europe, Moldova. Now let's be real, you probably didn't see this one coming. But that's the beauty of it. Because while the world chases overpriced properties in Paris, Milan, and Madrid, Moldova is offering entire apartments for the price of a second-hand motorcycle. No exaggeration. In Chisinau, Moldova's capital, the average property price is just 900 euro per square meter. In rural towns and villages, as low as 300 euro per square meter. Translation: you could buy a modest flat in the capital for 25,000 euro to 40,000 euro, or a full family home in the countryside for under 20,000 euro. Let that sink in. But Moldova is more than a discount sticker. It's a blank canvas of potential. Tucked between Ukraine and Romania, this country boasts rolling vineyards, 15th-century monasteries, warm-hearted people, and a cost of living so low it feels like stepping back in time, but in the best way. And here's the kicker. Foreigners can buy property with little restriction, property taxes are minimal, and the market is wide open for those with vision. Sure, it's not in the EU yet, but infrastructure projects are growing, EU integration is being discussed, and tourism is just beginning to stir. For those who move early, this is uncharted ground with real upside. So, let me ask you, what if the greatest real estate deal of your life isn't in Western Europe, but in a place no one's paying attention to yet? Would you wait, or would you act? Because Moldova isn't just Europe's cheapest country to buy a home in 2025. It's your last chance to invest on the global stage before the rest of the world wakes up. And there you have it. Europe's 10 cheapest countries to buy a home in 2025. From the serene shores of North Macedonia to the hidden gem of Moldova, these countries offer unbelievable value, incredible opportunities, and a chance to invest where most aren't looking. Whether you're a first-time buyer, an investor looking for high returns, or simply someone who wants to own a piece of Europe without breaking the bank, these countries are where the real deals are. So which one caught your eye? Is it the vibrant cities of Poland, or the untouched beauty of Bosnia? Or maybe you're dreaming of a lakeside home in Albania? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear which one you'd invest in. But don't wait too long. These opportunities won't last forever. The markets are shifting, and now is the perfect time to make your move. Remember, early investors always reap the rewards. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Globe Realty, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest real estate trends, tips, and insider knowledge. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video where we explore even more untapped real estate markets around the world. Until then, stay smart, stay strategic, and keep investing.